We continue. Surat al-Araf with Ayat 166. We're in the Abdullah Yusuf Ali translation. When in their insolence they transgressed all prohibitions, we said to them, be apes despised and rejected. Behold, thy Lord declare that he would send against them to the day of judgment those who would afflict them with grievous penalty. Thy Lord is quick in retribution, but he is also oft-forgiving, most merciful. We broke them up into sections on this earth. There are among them some that are righteous and some that are the opposite. We have tried them with both prosperity and adversity in order that they might turn to us. After them succeeded an evil generation. They inherited the book, but they chose for themselves the vanities of this world, saying, for excuse, everything will be forgiven us. Even so, if similar vanities came their way, they would again seize them. Was not the covenant of the book taken from them that they would not ascribe to God anything but the truth? And they study what is in the book, but best for the righteous is the home in the hereafter. Will ye not understand? As to those who hold fast by the book and establish regular prayer, we're talking the contact prayer, the ritual prayer. Never shall we suffer the reward of the righteous to perish. When we shook the mount over them as if it had been a canopy, and they thought it was going to fall on them, we said, hold firmly to what we have given you, and bring ever to remembrance what is therein. Perchance ye may fear God. When thy Lord drew forth from the children of Adam, from their loins, their descendants, and made them testify concerning themselves, saying, am I not your Lord who cherishes and sustains you? Oh, who cherishes and sustains you is in parentheses, but Rabbakum is, that's part of the translation of that term, right? They said, yea, we do testify this, lest ye should say on the day of judgment, of this we were never mindful, or lest ye should say, our fathers before us may have taken false gods, but we are their descendants after them. Wilt thou then destroy us because of the deeds of men who were futile? Thus do we explain the signs in detail, and perchance they may turn unto us. Relate to them the story of the man to whom we sent our signs, but he passed them by, so Satan followed him up, and he went astray. If, this is kind of connected to the whole Balaam story. And if it had been our will, we should have elevated him with our signs, but he inclined to the earth and followed his own vain desires. His similitude is that of a dog. If you attack him, he lolls out his tongue, or if you leave him alone, he still lolls out his tongue. That is the similitude of those who reject our signs. So relate the story, perchance they may reflect. Evil as an example are people who reject our signs and wrong their own souls. Whom God doth guide, he is on the right path. Whom he rejects from his guidance, such are the persons who perish. Many are the jinns and men. Jinn means the hidden beings. We have made for hell. They will have hearts wherewith they understand not, eyes wherewith they see not, and ears wherewith they hear not. They are like cattle, nay, more misguided, for they are heedless of warning. The most beautiful names belong to God, so call on him by them, but shun such people as use profanity in his names. For what they do, they will soon be requited. Now, secular use of religious things is kind of not allowed, right? That's what's really meant by the thou shalt not use my name in vain sort of commandment. Or of those we have created are people who direct others with truth and dispense justice therewith. Those who reject our signs we shall gradually visit with punishment in ways they perceive not. Respite will I grant unto them, for my scheme is strong and unfailing. Do they not reflect? Their companion is not seized with madness. He is but a perspicuous warner. Do they see nothing in the government of the heavens and the earth and all that God hath created? Do they not see that it may well be that their term is nigh drawing to an end? In what message after this will they then believe, to such as God rejects from his guidance? There can be no guide. He will leave them in their trespasses. Wandering in distraction, they ask thee about the hour that is final. When will be its appointed time? Say, the knowledge thereof is with my Lord alone. None but he can reveal as to when it will occur. Heavy were its burden through the heavens and the earth. Only all of a sudden will it come to you. They ask thee if thou wert eager in search thereof. Say, the knowledge thereof is with God alone. But most people know not. Say, I have no power over any good or harm to myself, except as God willeth. If I had knowledge of the unseen, I should have multiplied all good, and no evil should have touched me. Is it bad or is it? I am but a warner and the bringer of glad tidings to those who have faith. It is he who created you from a single person and made its mate of like nature in order that he might dwell with her in love. When they are united, she bears a light burden and carries it about unnoticed. When she grows heavy, they both pray to God their Lord, saying, if thou give us a goodly child, we vow we shall ever be grateful. But when he giveth them a goodly child, they ascribe to others a share in the gift they have received, but God is exalted high above the partners they ascribe to him. Do they indeed ascribe to him as partners things that can create nothing, but are themselves created? No aid can they give them, nor can they aid themselves. If ye call them to guidance, they will not obey. For you it is the same whether ye call them or ye hold your peace. Verily those whom ye call upon besides God are servants like unto you. Call upon them and let them listen to your prayer. If ye are indeed truthful, have they feet to walk with, or hands to lay hold with, or eyes to see with, or ears to hear with? Say, call your God partners, scheme your worst against me, and give me no respite. For my protector is God, who revealed in the book from time to time, and he will choose and befriend the righteous. But those ye call upon besides him are unable to help you, and indeed to help themselves. If thou callest them to guidance, they hear not. Thou wilt see them looking at thee, but they see not. Hold to forgiveness, command what is right, but turn away from the ignorant. If a suggestion from Satan assails thy mind, seek refuge with God, for he heareth and knoweth all things. Those who fear God, when a thought of evil from Satan assaults them, bring God to remembrance. When lo, they see aright, but their brethren, the evil ones, plunge them deeper into error and never relax their efforts. If thou bring them not a revelation, they say, why hast thou not got it together? Say I but follow what is revealed to me from my Lord. This is nothing but lights from your Lord, and guidance and mercy for any who have faith. When the Quran is read, listen to it with attention, and hold your peace, that ye may receive mercy. And do thou, O reader, bring thy Lord to remembrance in thy very soul, with humility and in reverence, without loudness in words, in the mornings and evenings, and be not thou of those who are unheedful. Those that are near to thy Lord disdain not to do him worship. They celebrate his praises and bow down before him. Now, Surah 7, Ayat 206 is the initial, is the first verse that is traditionally prostrated after. So, Ennaladina inda rabbika la yastakbiruna nebadatai wa yusabihunahu wallahu yasjudu